Hi, and welcome to another Cajun toy review. Today we're going to be looking at Marvel Legends IronHeart. This is from the Ursa Major Wave, which consider a lot of Iron Man characters. This is her first figure that we get for Riri Williams, IronHeart, and a lot of people were very excited to get this figure. This is a new character that is extremely popular, who's getting her own show, and has a lot of big things coming up in the MCU, and really just blowing up in the Marvel Universe. So we're going to talk about her today, and a little bit of her background, and look at this figure and see if her debut is as awesome as it was in the books. So anyway, let's take a look at this package. So our Riri Williams, I keep saying IronHeart, really, when I saw promotion pictures for this character, I really thought it looked really cool. I love the smoke effects that we get for her repulsors, her blasters, stuff like that. Looks really awesome. But a lot of cool accessories in here. Of course, we got some effects that we get a lot. But new body, new head, just everything looks cool. The smoke, and it looks really awesome. But on the front, just normal Marvel Legends box, but we got her name on here, Riri Williams, IronHeart. And on the side, got that product shot of her. Repeats on this side, her all armored up. On the top, we got her symbol for IronHeart. And on the back, we got a shot. Now, this is what I noticed is something unique that we don't really see on Marvel Legends too much. Usually, whatever image that you get on the side is the image that is on the back, blown up. But IronHeart actually has a different image, so that is pretty cool. That's really awesome. And I noticed it's just unique. It kind of stood out. But a little bit of read up. A certified super genius, Riri Williams turns a dorm room project into high-tech flying suit of armor and becomes a force for good. A little bit more on that, but anyway, here's the figures from this wave. So far I've done the Modular Iron Man, Dark Star, and Ultron. If you would like to see me do one of these sooner or next, put in the comments and stuff like that, and consider liking this video if you do like it. And this is the Build-A-Figure, the Ursa Major. I'm excited to finish that as well. So not much else on there, just UPC that'll be in the shots if you need it or want it. But so let's go ahead and break out IronHeart. Alright, and here is our IronHeart Riri Williams figure. And for a debut figure, they nailed it. This is a great figure with a lot of cool accessories. Just looks really awesome. I kind of thought we were going to get a retooling and just a repaint of some rescue stuff. But surprisingly, no, that's not the case. Now, there's a little bit of quality issues with the figure itself, and that might be mine. And I'll look into that later. But overall, very pleased with this figure. Now, if you're unfamiliar with IronHeart, she is a new character who you will be seeing a lot more of in the MCU, mainly, real soon. She appeared in 2016 in the Invincible Iron Man Volume 2. Her first full appearance was in Invincible Iron Man number 9. Sorry, yeah, 7 and 9. Now, she's a 15-year-old girl going to school at MIT and basically a super genius. And on a whim, she basically decided to build herself her own Iron Man suit. And she basically made everything herself, built it in her dorm room. And whenever she was kind of confronted, because I think it's been a little bit, like she borrowed some of the parts. And when she was confronted, she took off in the suit. Long story short, she became a superhero. And now she actually took over for Iron Man at one point. And that's pretty much what looks like what her purpose will be in the MCU. She'll be our replacement for that Iron Man role. Now, nobody can replace Robert Downey Jr., but she'll be filling that role a little bit. But War Machine's still there too. And speaking of, they're both getting their own shows. So that's one of the places you'll be seeing her. She has her show going to be on Disney Plus called IronHeart, which is, I think, filming already. And her debut will be in Black Panther 2. So we might see her in Armor Wars, which will be War Machine's show as well. So a lot of exciting things for IronHeart popping up and stuff like that. So enough looking at this figure. Let's go ahead and look at IronHeart's accessories. And we'll take a look at the figure itself. Okay, and looking at the accessories that come with IronHeart, we have the default basically for most Iron Man characters. The repulsor blast, energy effects, whatever you want to call them. But like I said, we've seen these a million times in a million different colors: yellow, red, light blue. This really cool dark blue is one of my favorites, this shade of blue. But these are always nice. They can be ported in the hands. for that kind of like blaster effect. And they look really cool. They can also be put in on the feet, in the peg holes, for also kind of flying effect. So they're very nice. I wish they would come with 4 usually for that kind of stuff, because I was using 4 in the character profile just now, but she only came with 2. Now she does have these new smoke rings, which I hadn't seen with any figure before. These are really cool, and basically what you can do with this is you can kind of port this into there. There's a couple different ways you can go about it, but this is real bendy. So you can kind of put that in there, and it basically just looks like smoke's coming off of the out of the hand or whatever, and shooting. I'm gonna do a couple shots with it on the feet and see how it looks, but that just looks freaking awesome. I really like this. I hope we see more of this effect. I'm gonna try it out on different figures and see like what looks really good, but this is badass. I like this a lot. This looks really cool, and it's a thick enough plastic where it stays. It doesn't, you don't have to fight really. Once you kind of get it on there, it's gonna stay, and it just looks awesome. So these are really cool. Like I said, I'm gonna check out other figures and stuff like that, but if I find like a couple of really good uses out, I would almost double dip just to get an extra set of these. She comes with 4 sets of hands, so we do get the repulsor energy blasting hands and stuff like that, which looks really cool. Out of detail. I love the gold fingers and stuff. And then we got the kind of the IronHeart little symbol on the back with the light, but that looks really good. The gold on that looks really cool, and you got the detail and the knuckles and all the little joints and stuff. Tiny little paint imperfection right there, but overall really good. And that's the same thing. This one's better, but. And then we got the 2 fisted hands. These look really nice. Again, all those digits and stuff painted gold. Look really cool. Got those 2 hearts on the back. But yeah. And then lastly, we got a different head for her, and this is a really good looking head. It doesn't so much to me look like a 15-year-old girl. It looks young, but I don't know. It doesn't look. It depends on who the artist is drawing her to as well, because some different pictures of her look different from the side, some more so, but just like that on, I don't know. But the hair and everything else is just fantastic. Like, just the texture on the hair is awesome. I love the way it comes down like that. It looks really cool. The paint is really solid on that, on our eyes, our eyebrows, her lips, and everything. It's just a really good looking head sculpt. This is one of the better in the hair. Lines up perfectly. There's no bad paint or anything on this at all. So, great accessories for this figure. So, let's take a look at her. Alright, and looking at our new IronHeart figure, and man, this is a really solid, nice figure. I love the sculpt on this figure a lot. Just everything, the line work and stuff like that, just the way she looks. I love the neck and all this, the black mat up there, just like, looks fantastic. The red, I wish the red was a little bit more shiny, or kind of like our modular Iron Man, but it still looks really good. The gold looks great, the matte black, and of course those blue lights just look so good. Looking at this character from front is awesome. This looks really good, but when I turn it around, oh my god, this gets boring. There is nothing really going on in the back of our figure right here. It is just boring, and I wish they would have done some more black or some more gold or something on there. Even the elbows, and yeah, I'm not 100% on the comic, so maybe it wouldn't have been comic accurate, but it would have looked really good. It doesn't look good. It's boring. Now I'm loving on the paint and stuff like that, but there is some paint imperfections on mine, and I'm sure if you're a collector like me, when you go to the store and you pick up your figure, if there's more than one, you're going for the pick of the litter. You're going to look at 2 of them, compare them to make sure you're not getting one with the cross eyes or something crazy going on. And generally, overall, they're usually pretty good. But this one, when I picked it up, it was the only one they had, and I'm looking at it now, and stuff I didn't see in the box. I got some paint imperfections on mine, so let's point those out real quick, because they're pretty substantial. So looking at the arm right here, there is gold paint right here that has like been rubbed off or on there on the side. And maybe I can get that off. I'm not sure. I shouldn't have to. But this, what is this? Look at this right here. This is a big chunk of gold paint. And it looks like maybe somebody hit it with a brush or something. I have no idea how much gold got on that arm right there, where there's no gold except for underneath the arm. And that, so I'm just thinking a brush either tapped and stuff, and somebody was just like, not my job. In the eye, there was just a slight little imperfection. It's kind of hard to see where the red there's red in it, and that didn't even bother me. I saw that in the store, and I didn't think that was bad. But the other thing I had saw, and this is not from me posing or anything like that, when I took her out the package and looked at her, I'm not giving her a butt shot, but there is already some chipping. There we go, there and there, and that's just rubbing, and that is, I mean, I literally had to figure out the package for like 5 minutes at this point. So that's a bummer, and I will see, if there is another one and stuff like that, I'll just return it and let them know that, what's going on. So somebody else don't get stuck with that, because that would suck. But anyway, if it doesn't rub off, it might rub right off, but at the same time, we shall see. But beyond that, overall, like I said, great figure. Minus still paint imperfections, which happens. I really like her. So let's take a look at her height. She is right above 6 inches. Now this is supposed to be a 15-year-old girl, so let's take a look at her real quick compared to like one of the Iron Men. So here is the modular Iron Man, and let's see, we'll do a Mark 7. So they did a really good job with the scale on that. She does look like she is much younger and stuff like that, much smaller. Not like if some of the early Miles figure we got where he's the same size as Spider-Man. So I really like that. They did a really good job with the scale and the size of her being kind of small and petite. Really good. Let's take a look at her alternate head. There we go, and that is just looks so good. They did such a good sculpt with that. It's such a beautiful face on there. Looks really good, and like I said, I love the hair on her and everything else, stuff like that. Fantastic. Now there's a bit of a gap on the back of the neck. I saw it with the helmet. That is a little tough right there. You can kind of see, yeah, that gap that we get in the back of the head. That'd be my only issue with that. But overall, oops, let me try that. Extremely pleased with this figure. We'll put the head back on and we'll do some articulation. Alright, so looking at our IronHeart, the head articulation is going to be pretty much the same, since this she doesn't have any hair or anything in the back that would hinder that, so we can safe that it will be the same. So she can look down really good. Up is a bummer. So up is going to be very limited, so that's going to hurt, because with any of these characters like this, you want to put them in these flying poses and stuff like that, and with a head like that, that's going to be, yeah, that sucks. But she got rotation on there. There is some pivot and everything on there, so that's cool. But yeah, really good movement besides that, but just not being able to look up on a character that will be flying sucks. She's got full arm rotation. There is no butterfly joint on there, but she's very small, so you can pretty much get her arms close together if you wanted to, like that. She does have a bicep cut. She has double jointed elbows, and this is one of our first female characters with pinless elbows, and that is awesome. And look at that. That is freaking nice. So yeah, here we go. Look at that. Pinless elbows, double jointed, fantastic. Got our wrist rotation with the flex. She does have an ab crunch, so about that far back. That goes separates, and then not too much forward. With the diaphragm, you can get some good movement on her as well. So legs will come about that far. Let's see. She got pretty good range of kicking. There is a die cut on this figure. We got a little bit more paint right there. I see a little line. She does have pinless double jointed knees. There is the ankle pivot and the rocker. It's really stiff. Probably run some hot water on it or whatnot, but yeah, it's a little stiff. Had a little. She has small feet, so I had a little issue standing her at first, and had to mess with those feet, and they were very tight. So I was kind of getting nervous, kind of pushing on her a little bit too much. But she does have peg holes on the bottom of her feet. So, that is our IronHeart figure and stuff like that. Go ahead and put in the comments and stuff what do you think about this figure and stuff, if this is a must-have for you or whatnot. Are you excited about the shows and everything else coming out with her as well? And if you did like this video, please leave a like. If you want to see any of the other figures from this wave or any other recent waves that I haven't done yet, put a request in. If you want to see any Marvel Legend pretty much from when Hasbro took over, I'll probably have it. You can put a request in for it, and I'll be glad to do it and stuff like that. But anyway, I want to get this figure out. I want to try to knock out this Ursa Major Wave. So if you watched all the way to the end of the video, thank you so much. If you've subscribed, commented, or liked any of my videos, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It means so much. I really, really appreciate every single one of you. So I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourself.